Welcome to my podcast, Doing Business with a Servant's Heart. I'm so excited you are here. You will hear some incredible stories about how people are serving around the world, how they overcame a struggle, how they serve. These shows will give you an edge in business and your personal life. I believe serving over sales will help you grow in so many ways. And now, about our incredible sponsor, Info. Info is a web app that puts your business on people's cell phones when you meet people online or in person. They can engage with your business or send out referrals with a button click, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The power of business is connecting with more people. Remember, your network is your net worth. Info will do this for you. I would love to help spread the word about these shows, so please subscribe to this podcast and find us on all your podcast platforms. Please share with anyone you know who could benefit from our shows. Please enjoy the show. Welcome to another incredible episode with Doing Business with a Servant's Heart. And I am so lucky today. I get two servants, beautiful female ladies I met a few weeks ago. I'm excited to have them on because they really live their life as servants and they live their business as servants. Eileen and Debbie, welcome to the show.
Hi, Steve. Thanks for having us.
And I'm excited to have two. I've never done this before, but we'll make this so exciting. People are going to listen to you guys multiple times, which I love. So let's start with you, Eileen. What's your background that led to where you are today with your business?
So I started coaching back in 2001, and my coach would send me, any good coach has a coach, and my coach would send me daily prompts for journaling every morning. And one morning he sent me the prompt, if success was guaranteed, if you'd never hear no, you couldn't fail, what would you do? And 2001, it was still fairly early stages of the internet. But I thought that having an online presence for coaches to meet women from around the world, for women to be able to experience a community of coaches would be a great idea. And that's what I wrote. And then I forgot about it. And I moved on with my life and did all sorts of different things. So 2020 came along and the coaching market was exploding and women were losing their jobs or quitting. And the World Health Organization put out a position paper talking about what businesses needed to do to fix it for women. And I found that to be insulting at best. Mm-hmm. And Debbie and I were talking and I said, what would happen if we just created an online community where women could meet with coaches and create their own path? And it sounded like a new and wonderful idea. Yeah. And I found my old journal and realized it was a very old and wonderful idea. And so next thing I knew, we created New Reality.me.
I love it. That's great. And it's funny how people forget about their ideas, and sometimes those are the best ideas. Debbie, how about you?
I'm here because Eileen and I worked together a long time ago. And she, I would have to say my introduction to coaching was watching Eileen manage the people who reported to her. It was, she was the best manager I had ever worked with. And what I've come to understand since then is that it was her coaching skills and that training. And she also has a natural aptitude for it. But what I will also tell you is that it was a wonderful experience to work with her. It was not a great experience to work there. And so eventually we both left there and remained friends. But she, when she told me her story, because I had that previous experience with her, I knew her, I trusted her. I, who do not have her coaching background, I was all in. I believed in her more than I understood coaching. Yeah. So this has become a learning experience for me as well as a transformational experience for me. So I'm honored that she asked me to partner with her.
That's great. Sounds like a great partnership. And I know after meeting with you ladies, it is. And just the harmony and the synergy you guys have is fantastic. And I want to delve in a little bit. We'll get into new reality in a second here, but partnerships, I've had them. Some were good and some weren't. What's some tips for people, the audience and listeners out there that want to get into a partnership or in a partnership that's made you guys successful? Mm-hmm. We'll just jump in, whoever's got a great thought on that.
I would say it's all about the communication. There are times when Debbie and I will disagree about something, or the conversation isn't going smoothly, and we stop and say, okay, why is this not going smoothly? Like, are we disagreeing on the fundamentals? Is this a different perspective? Are we just not understanding each other? And that prevents difficulties. Yeah. I think it takes some bravery to say, wait a minute, I just don't really like how this conversation is going. Can we talk about the how and then understand?
Yeah, and I love the agree to disagree is an ego dropper. You guys, okay, fine, I have my thought, you have thought, but here's what we decide and we move on. I love that. How about you, Debbie?
I given our marketing backgrounds, I would say it's about know, like, and trust. Eileen's absolutely right. We can disagree about anything, yeah, but fundamentally, I know, like, and trust her. So I would say that's the soul of this good partnership. I
would call you guys a team. Would that be an accurate description?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because that's what I'm feeling from both of you. And I love, again, I'm going to go back to the agree, disagree. Audience, listeners, listen to that. Even personally, friends, your marriage, I just went out with my cousin yesterday and we're talking to her boyfriend, and they agreed to disagree on this trip, but they've came to a solution, which is great. I mean, I love you ladies. This is so awesome. So let's talk about newreality.me. That's your website. Let's talk about that. I'm excited because I think you guys are making some great inroads in the coaching industry. Who wants to, somebody jump in and talk about what you guys are doing?
Go for it, Debbie.
I'll tell you that, again, it's a phenomenal experience to be here. We, because of Eileen's why, that vision that she had many years ago, it was so strong and so clear what we were intending to achieve. And it also is the foundation of all of our decision making. It's one of the reasons why we stay on track and maintain synergy, because her vision was so strong. And that vision was to support coaches, to help them grow their businesses, and also to put women in proximity with coaches so that they could get the benefit of the coaching to achieve their own dreams and goals. So that's in a nutshell what we do.
The big nutshell. So that's good. It was very big. Eileen, do you want to add anything to that?
So predominantly, it's a membership opportunity for coaches to create their community. Our three pillars are content, coaching, and community. So coaches have an opportunity, that our members, to host sessions. We'll help market the sessions and help them get an audience of women they might not ever meet otherwise. We have coaches participating from, I think, 27 different countries.
Wow.
We have sessions, sometimes they're general sessions. We refer to those as Coaches Connections. We did a self-empowerment series, 5 weeks last fall. That was really incredible. There was a morning version and an evening version. And so we had maybe 20, 25 coaches online, and the women would come in and we'd make breakout rooms based on a topic. And so the women would have an opportunity to go into that room and talk about that specific angle of self-empowerment and be surrounded by coaches who could support them and help them plan. So there's, as Debbie said, this really is putting them in proximity to a coach. A lot of times people say, I'd be interested in coaching, but they don't want to shell out money to test the water. So this gives them an opportunity to really get to know the coach and see if it's a good fit before hiring them.
Right. The other great thing that you do besides these, which you just mentioned, is networking. That's my big thing. Let's talk about that, how powerful that is in your program.
Yeah, that's actually incredible. One thing that I love to see is, we might have we're in the middle of a marketing series, for instance, where different coaches are putting on sessions to help support women entrepreneurs and coaches grow their own businesses. Mm-hmm. And we'll have someone giving a presentation and someone attending the presentation they've never met before, but a connection will happen within that session. They might have a question and they really like the answer. And then suddenly I see them, connected on LinkedIn, or somebody's on somebody else's podcast, or, right. They're commenting on each other's social posts. So that's really the community aspect. They really, we foster an opportunity for people to get to know each other and become friends.
Eileen, Deb, do you want to add anything to that, Debbie?
Only to say that they become friends and supporters of each other, and that's just lovely to see. We have a WhatsApp channel, and they are on that WhatsApp channel all the time about all different things. Some of them about coaching, some of them about new reality, and a lot of them not. It's great to see.
What I love what you're doing that came to my mind is my wife, Melinda, if she wanted to become a coach, and when I mentor business, the first thing to do is, where do I find people? And you probably hear that at all. So you've built this platform where, okay, Melinda wants to be a coach. She joins your platform and she can start meeting people, growing her network through you guys. And then outside the platform, growing as well as what they get educated from, as they meet other coaches, meet you wonderful ladies. That's really powerful. Major kudos to you, because that is really going to the grassroots of helping people.
We actually, there's a woman we met early last summer, I believe, and she was not currently employed. She's in the tech area, and she had some challenges that she was working through, and she was in our sessions, and people, it's a very safe space. You can say whatever you want. We're not going to be recording it, and it's truly, truly safe. And she shared some things and got all sorts of input and feedback. It was all very wonderful and appropriate. And I could see the growth just in her confidence, in her empowerment, and this trajectory of, she kind of laid out where she wanted to go, but her trajectory went from this to this, and she just skyrocketed. And late in the fall, she said, "You know what? I realized that I'd like to continue my career path, but I also want to start coaching." And people offered to help her with her resume, to review it. There were connections, even though she had never met. It was sort of that conversation, like Debbie said, in the WhatsApp group chat. All of a sudden it was, "Hey, I know somebody you should know." And her social group expanded tremendously. She now has the dream job she has always wanted. She's super excited. She's being mentored and looking for a coaching program. And, she gave a lot of credit to the company for helping her. And it really was just the awesome community of incredible women that we have. who really came together and, supported her.
And I love asking this question. It's very unique that I don't hear a lot of podcasts. How did it make you both feel?
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's
amazing.
very cool because, and I'm sorry to interrupt, because that's what I want people, listeners, to hear when you help somebody serving like you did her. Yeah, there's value to your program, but I don't care if somebody paid $1 million for something and it made them $10 million. I think we'd all buy it. Of course, there's no guarantees in life, but it's what I love that story. And I was going to ask you about a story, and that's a beautiful story.
One of my favorite things is when something wonderful happens to one of the women, we often hear about it first. Like one of our coaches just got an award, and before she told anybody else, she put a link in the WhatsApp group and said, I just wanted everybody to know. And it's not about us. It's not about me. It's not about Debbie. It's about the whole community. Everybody comes together. We provided the platform, but it's only as good as the group of women that are on it. And we got a spectacular group of women.
It sure sounds like it. And the two cheesy line, well, the first cheesy line comes to my head: teamwork makes the dream work. But it's true. I mean, people laugh at it, but it's true. You have a team, like I said earlier, your team, but your whole community's team. But here's what we say at my company in Infone: your network is your net worth. You have one person in your network, how much money are you going to make? How much value are you going to give somebody, to where you have 40, 50, I know you have hundreds in your group. I'm walking in the door as a female coach with so much value that my network just grew. And then you're going to introduce and help. Powerful program you guys have. Again, one of you shout out, what's the name and what's the website of your, and how to connect both of you or contact both of you?
Newreality.me, and they can go to the About section and book a call with us anytime.
Great. Do you guys have particular jobs that you have amongst your partnership, or do you guys cross over a lot? Because that's unique in a partnership as well. We
do cross over. We spend most of our time in Zoom together all day, every day. So we talk through a lot, and then we divide and conquer. It might be who's handling contacting somebody or drafting copy for something, or creating a schedule or posting something on the website or whatever.
Yeah, my thoughts, that's not a wrong answer. I just want the listeners to understand, if they talk to Debbie can take and run them through. If they talk to you, Eileen, and take and run them through. And I like that you guys just handle, because it builds your customer service. Because if you did one thing, Eileen, and Debbie did another, I reached out to Debbie and she goes, well, you got to reach out to Eileen. And that's okay, but then there's a gap there. It's like, okay, then it's got to be an email or a call. I don't get a hold of you, I leave a voicemail. The faster you can get people onboarded and going in your great community, it's so powerful. And kudos, again, this is such a cool program. I kind of wish I was female, to be honest with you. Really, that's. I know people are listening. Oh, what? This guy crazy, but no, it's good. So let's segue into that. So I'm Stephanie, the coach, and I reach out to one of you. And how do you get me started with your program?
We really like to meet with our coaches when they first join, because it's a different experience depending upon what they want to get out of it.
Yeah.
Our coaches can host sessions, for instance. Some of them don't want to host a session. Some of them would rather give us video content. Some hate video content and really want to expand their social media. So they get on our morning motivational social media.
Okay.
So it really depends upon what they're looking for. They're looking to expand their network. Some of them want to host a session that they have been doing in a beta kind of format. I've never presented this before. I'm a little nervous about it.
Yeah.
So our sessions, the majority of them are free for women to attend. So it's a really nice opportunity for a coach to say, I'm interested in trying something new, or I want to present an idea. I want to help you create your personal vision statement, or I want to help women understand the benefits of good communication, or whatever it is. So they'll talk to us and we'll have a conversation about what would work best for them, what time, what format, whatever, and help set it up.
Love the customization of that, because you're right, everybody has a different mode. Go ahead, Debbie. I know you've got a great comment.
I think because this is one of those really fundamental platform issues that that was part of Eileen's vision, and that was that we were going to support the coaches in their professional life, in their business. So whatever they need, whatever they feel they have a need for, and sometimes we introduce tools and topics that they recognize a need for, like the marketing series that we are doing, came out of discussions that we had with coaches. And we recognized that there were some things that maybe they didn't understand. They didn't, or maybe they did. I don't know, but it seemed like there was a need there, and it turned out that there absolutely was. They have a need if they're going to grow their business to know certain things, branding, social media, and first and foremost, what is their unique value? What is it? What is their I am statement that they're trying to convey to their perfect client, right, the soulmate client?
Right.
So that's a really unique value that New Reality presents. There aren't very many places you can go and get somebody to help you with your business.
Yeah. No, I love that you listen to your customers, your clients.
Yeah, there are a lot of take this 1 hour webinar and we'll teach you something that really end up just being big sales jobs. We'll talk at you and tell you have to buy my thing. And what we've done is look for coaches who are exceptionally good in a particular area and ask them to host that session. And they're doing it, as you say, with a servant's heart. They're helping each other. They're not there to sell anything.
Yeah.
Dr. Akina Finch is a LinkedIn guru. So she hosts the session on how to build your LinkedIn presence.
Right.
And at the end of the hour, you've got something of value and you weren't sold a thing. And there's, you walk away with it feeling like, wow, I really got something.
Yeah, that's powerful, because most of us have been in those meetings and you're all excited, you get all this info and it's like half of it. And then it's like, fill this funnel out. And today it's instead of $9.97, it's $4.97 for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Whatever they do. And that's just a different way of marketing. And I love what you're doing, because ultimately that coach that does that presentation, someone may come to them, say, I learned it, and become their client. So it's not as organic. It's not like, pound my chest and go, I'm the greatest coach. Here's why. Here's what you want to buy. I love that. And that's, if you're coaches out there, you're women, I challenge you, reach out to Debbie and Eileen. Just contact them. Go to the About Me page on newreality.me and reach out and talk to them. They'll do a discovery call. And if it resonates with you at all, please do that. And I'm going to reach out to them next week, because I'm changing my name to Stephanie Ramona. So I may be coming aboard. So we're running out of some time here, but I love to give value to the listeners. Debbie, what's a book that you've read that's really helped you in your journey?
Well, I've already mentioned this, but there's a book called Start With Why by Stephen Simic, and he it was very meaningful to me because we were starting with Eileen's vision, and that what is our unique value, and how do we express that? and because Eileen's vision was clear, and it made all the sense in the world, and it was a generous. It had the servant's heart. We go back to that all the time, and that book honestly helped me understand how to start this business. So we rely on it a lot. I rely on it a lot.
Great book. Thanks, Debbie. Yeah, why or purpose? I use purpose interchange with why. You got to have those if you're going to do anything, a coach or whatever it may be. Eileen, what's one book that you love?
Well, there are several. I would say coactive coaching is on the list, but right now my big push is Atomic Habits, which is valuable. I am one of those people that believes that if you're going to do something, jump in feet first and go completely whole heart. And that leads to burnout, and that leads to, unsustainable goals. So I like the idea. The Atomic Habits book really helps me frame things just a little bit at a time. And it also allows you for course corrections that diving in doesn't allow for.
You ladies are very smart, because the why is so important in coaching. And then habits, we're 3 months into our goals. If you set them January, which you should have. If you haven't, you still have time. There's no clock on that. But with goals go your habits. What have you gotten better at to get to your goal? And what do you need to fix habits wise? Like, I need to read more. I'm reading more now than I ever have. And it's been a game changer. I'm almost speechless, which my audience is going to laugh, because friends and family that know me, I love to talk and love to learn. But you guys are absolutely incredible. Audience, I want you to get this newreality.me. Write that down, reach out to them. If you've got a wife, a friend that's looking to do a business, and maybe coaching is something, because I've heard, and I'm sure you heard your coaches say, hey, Joe or Steve, or in this case, females, hey, you give so much advice. You ever thought about being a coach? I hear that more often. So here's where you can start with these two incredible ladies. I want to thank you both so much for being on my show, because you really proved that serving and a servant's heart can build a business.
Thank you, Steve.
Oh, you're very welcome. Let's leave the audience with another great value tip. I'll start with you, Debbie. What's one tip that you can share with the audience that's really helped you get to where you are today?
I think that generosity is so key. The networking. One of the things that we have coming up is a retreat. It's April 27th through the 30th, and here in Alexandria, Virginia. And the opportunity there is that we have this network, these lovely women, but we want to bring it up to yet the next level. We want to do a face-to-face. So,
how about you, Eileen?
I think starting every day fresh. I take the accomplishments from yesterday and use those as the motivation to achieve something better today. And anything that didn't work yesterday, I can take a quick look, see if there's something I can learn from it, or if those things just need to be shelved and move on. So that's I try not to hold on to any disappointments or any, they're not failures, they're opportunities for learning. And then they're gone.